Are you still eating meat the way you did in your 30s? It might be silently harming your heart, brain, and kidneys. Did you know that just 2 servings of the wrong meat each week could raise your cancer risk by over 20%? And here's what may shock you the most: the number one meat causing damage to seniors? It's probably sitting in your fridge right now. Most people believe they know which meats are healthy, especially after 60. But the truth is, 99% of seniors have no idea that certain meats can silently raise their risk of heart attacks, cognitive decline, and even cancer within just a few months. And if you're still eating meat the same way you did in your younger years, you could be putting your body on a fast track to long-term damage without even realizing it. In this video from Senior Health Boost, we're breaking down the 4 worst meats seniors should avoid at all costs, ranked from bad to absolutely dangerous, followed by the 4 best meats that can rebuild muscle, sharpen your memory, and support longevity. Each meat is backed by real science, peer-reviewed studies, and shocking statistics that most doctors still don't talk about. Stick around to the end. The number 1 worst meat on the list has been linked to a 56% increase in heart attacks in seniors, while the best meat on the list can boost memory by 44%, and hardly anyone is eating it. Before we dive in, comment below. What's the meat you eat most often? We're reading and replying to every comment, and your answer might just help another viewer make a better choice. Alright, let's kick things off with a chilling stat, and the first meat you should absolutely avoid after 60. Number 4, conventional pork sausage. The hidden breakfast threat: pork sausage often shows up quietly in breakfast sandwiches, weekend brunches, or holiday meals. But for people over 60, it's more than just tasty comfort food. It's a silent threat to your health. The danger doesn't come from the pork alone. It's the industrial processing, chemical preservatives, and excess sodium that turn this meat into a ticking time bomb. Most pork sausages sold in supermarkets are filled with nitrates and nitrites, which are used to preserve color and extend shelf life. But when these compounds are heated or digested, they transform into nitrosamines, chemicals that are proven carcinogens. And here's the scary part: seniors often have slower digestion and less efficient detoxification, which means their bodies struggle more to filter out these toxins. With every bite, the risk increases. In a 2022 study published in BMC Medicine, researchers tracked 18,000 adults over age 64, nearly 10 years. They found that those who ate processed pork sausage just twice a week had a 22% higher risk of colon cancer, a 16% higher risk of kidney dysfunction, but it doesn't stop there. Each serving of pork sausage also contains sky-high sodium, which can spike blood pressure, stress the kidneys, and lead to fluid retention, especially in the legs, ankles, and feet. And let's not forget about saturated fat. Pork sausage is loaded with it, which raises LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and accelerates plaque buildup in your arteries. If you're already managing high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or diabetes, processed pork sausage becomes a triple threat to your long-term health. So why does it keep ending up on senior breakfast plates? 2 reasons: convenience and habit. But if you're over 60 and care about your energy, heart, and brain health, it's time to make a change. Choose fresh, unprocessed meats, and always read ingredient labels. Avoid anything with nitrate, nitrite, or vague terms like preservatives. If you crave sausage, opt for lean turkey or chicken versions, preferably nitrate-free, and season them yourself with herbs and spices. Because at this stage in life, what you put into your body matters more than ever, and often, just one small swap can mean the difference between chronic illness and a decade of strength and vitality. Number 3, deli ham and processed cold cuts. The sandwich. Saboteurs deli meats may seem innocent, quick, affordable, and easy to toss into sandwiches, but for seniors, processed meats like ham, turkey, bologna, and roast beef are among the most deceptively dangerous foods lurking in your fridge. Earlier, we exposed the hidden dangers lurking in pork sausage, a meat loaded with cancer-linked compounds and sodium that can quietly erode your heart and kidney health. But the next meat on our list may be even sneakier because it's in millions of refrigerators right now, disguised as a healthy sandwich option. Number 3, deli ham and processed cold cuts. A slow drip of damage. They're fast, they're cheap, they're convenient, but deli meats like ham, turkey slices, bologna, and roast beef, the kind you grab for a quick sandwich, are one of the biggest hidden threats to senior health. Why? Because they look harmless. But behind that neat plastic packaging lies a chemical cocktail that your body simply can't tolerate, especially after age 60. One of the worst culprits is sodium nitrite, a preservative used to maintain color and shelf life. Sounds innocent, right? But when nitrites interact with amino acids during cooking or digestion, they can form nitrosamines, which are potent carcinogens. These compounds don't just pass through. They quietly damage your tissues, day after day, bite after bite. On a 2020 study published in the International Journal of Epidemiology, researchers tracked 40,000 seniors over time. Those who ate processed deli meats 4 or more times per week had a 24% higher risk of heart failure, a 19% Increased risk of death from any cause. Let that sink in. Just for sandwiches a week could raise your chances of dying by nearly 1 in 5, and it doesn't stop at nitrates. Most processed cold cuts are also loaded with hidden sugars and phosphates, additives that spike blood sugar and put serious strain on your kidneys. If you're already managing diabetes or high blood pressure, this toxic combination is like adding fuel to the fire. The extremely high sodium content in cold cuts is another major red flag. It pushes blood pressure higher, increases fluid retention, and contributes to that swelling in the ankles and legs that so many seniors chalk up to normal aging. But let's be clear, this is not normal. It's avoidable. Even that seemingly harmless ham and cheese sandwich can become a daily health landmine when eaten regularly. The problem is that cold cuts are too easy. No mess, no cooking, just open, stack, and eat. But that ease comes at a steep price. Every bite quietly chips away at your heart, kidneys, and even brain function over time. In fact, recent research has linked processed meats to cognitive decline, pointing to inflammation and tiny, undetectable strokes as likely causes. The effects aren't always immediate, but over months and years, they add up. So what's the solution? It's not about giving up convenience, it's about making smarter choices. Instead of buying cold cuts, try cooking fresh chicken breasts, lean beef, or turkey at home. Slice it, store it, and use it for the same sandwiches, without the chemicals. You'll still get the taste, protein, and satisfaction, but you'll avoid the long-term risks that come from processed meats. It's a small shift that could drastically cut your chances of cancer, heart failure, and leg swelling, all while supporting clearer thinking and a stronger heart. Number 2. Deep-fried chicken, especially fast food. The crispy killer, there's no denying it. Fried chicken is a beloved American classic. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. A comfort food at family dinners, parties, and drive-thrus across the country. But for people over 60, that crunchy bite comes with a cost, a very high cost. The danger doesn't come from the chicken itself, it's what's done to it. Battered in refined flour, drenched in sugar and salt, and deep-fried and cheap. Oxidized oils at dangerously high temperatures. That process creates a trifecta of toxic compounds. Trans fats, acrylamides, advanced glycation end products, ages. These are not just buzzwords. They are proven drivers of inflammation, arterial damage, and premature aging. A landmark 2020 study published in the BMJ followed 107,000 women over 2 decades. The findings were alarming. Those who ate fried chicken more than once a week had a 13% higher risk of death from any cause and a 12% higher risk of death from heart-related events. The danger was even worse for women over 60, who already had a higher likelihood of heart disease, diabetes, and kidney strain. Why is fried chicken so harmful? First, the oils used in fast food restaurants, usually soybean or corn oil, are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids, which trigger systemic inflammation, raise blood pressure, and damage the inner lining of arteries. Then comes the breading, a mix of white flour, sugar, and salt, which spikes blood glucose, increases belly fat, and promotes insulin resistance, a key factor in type 2 diabetes among older adults. But it doesn't stop there. When you fry at high heat, you produce acrylamides, chemicals linked to oxidative stress and DNA damage. These same compounds accelerate the breakdown of collagen, affecting your skin, joints, and blood vessels. Ever notice your skin sag more, or your knees ache more, after indulging in fried food? That's not in your head. That's biochemistry in action. For seniors who eat fried chicken regularly, the consequences include slower healing, more inflammation, increased risk of stroke, heart attacks, and even cancer. Sure, the flavor is nostalgic and satisfying, but the trade-off is steep and often irreversible. So what can you do instead? Try oven-baked or air-fried chicken. Use olive oil, herbs, and spices for flavor without the inflammation. These methods give you that crispy texture without turning your dinner into a health hazard. Because, at the end of the day, if you want to keep your arteries clear, your joints moving, and your blood pressure in check, what you eat and how you cook it matters more than ever. We just uncovered the real dangers of processed deli meats and deep-fried chicken to comfort. Foods that may be undermining your health with every bite. But what if the meat you've been told is the healthiest option actually isn't? Let's dive into the most surprising entry on our list. #1 Factory-farmed skinless chicken breast. A shocking misconception. This one catches nearly everyone off guard. For decades, skinless chicken breast has been marketed as the ultimate clean protein, low in fat, high in protein, heart healthy. It's a staple on senior menus across the country. But here's the hidden truth. For older adults, especially those over 60, eating factory-farmed, skinless chicken breast on a regular basis may quietly be doing more harm than good. The issue isn't the chicken itself. It's about how it's raised and how your aging body responds to nutritionally stripped meat. Let's start with the source. Most supermarket chicken breast comes from factory farms, where chickens are raised in high-density conditions and fed GMO corn, soy, and often a cocktail of antibiotics, growth stimulants, and arsenic-based compounds to accelerate size and shelf readiness. Studies from journals like Environmental Health Perspectives and Food Chemistry have shown that trace amounts of these substances, especially antibiotics and hormone-like residues, accumulate in the meat. And that's where things get concerning. For seniors, whose immune systems are naturally less robust, even low-level exposure to these compounds can disrupt healthy gut bacteria, weaken immune defenses, contribute to growing antibiotic resistance. In 2021, a Consumer Reports investigation tested supermarket chicken and found that over 60% of chicken breasts contained antibiotic-resistant bacteria. That's not just a food safety issue, it's a public health hazard, especially for older adults. But the problem doesn't stop with the chemicals. Skinless chicken breast is extremely low in fat, which might sound like a benefit, but for seniors, it's not. Healthy fats are essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K, nutrients that support bone strength, brain function, and inflammation control. Seniors who rely heavily on ultra-lean chicken often begin to show signs of nutritional deficiency, dry, itchy skin, brittle hair, slower wound healing, poor recovery after illness or injury, and, because the meat lacks fat, it also digests quickly, which can spike blood sugar, especially when eaten with white rice or bread. That crash in energy, that unpredictable appetite, it might be coming from what seems like your healthy lunch. Another major issue, repetition. Many older adults eat skinless chicken breast almost daily. Grilled, unseasoned, and overcooked. This monotonous routine may actually contribute to nutrient imbalances and muscle wasting. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate skinless chicken breasts more than 5 times a week had a 16% higher rate of muscle loss and frailty, no improvement in cholesterol levels, increased inflammatory markers, likely due to missing omega-3s OUS and micronutrient SWATs. The takeaway? We're not saying to stop eating chicken, far from it. Chicken can still be a healthy, nourishing food if it's raised right and prepared mindfully. Here's how to make it work for your health. Choose pasture-raised or organic chicken whenever possible. Eat the skin in moderation. It contains vital fat-soluble nutrients. Rotate in darker cuts, like thighs or drumsticks, which are higher in iron, zinc, and healthy fats. Avoid the dry, flavorless grill routine. Instead, season with herbs, garlic, olive oil, and spices to support digestion and enjoyment. Because at this stage in life, it's not just about lean protein, it's about balance, real nourishment, supporting your body with variety, healthy fats, and nutrient density. Now that we've revealed the 4 most dangerous meats that can quietly chip away at your strength and health, let's flip the script, because just as certain meats can harm, others can heal. The 4 best meats for seniors ranked from beneficial to life-changing. Your goal is to rebuild muscle, protect your brain, reduce inflammation, and add vibrant, mobile years to your life. These next 4 meats deserve a place on your plate. Let's begin with a surprisingly powerful choice, one that most people overlook. Number 4, grass-fed lamb. A nutriment-rich ally for aging bodies. Lamb isn't just for holidays or fancy dinners. It's actually one of the most underrated meats for seniors, especially when it comes from grass-fed, pasture-raised sources. Unlike processed chicken or mass-produced deli meats, grass-fed lamb offers a complete nutritional profile designed to support your muscle retention, joint flexibility, cardiovascular health, cognitive performance. One reason: lamb contains more omega-3 fatty acids than conventional beef. These heart-friendly fats help reduce inflammation, lubricate joints, and keep arteries flexible. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, seniors who ate grass-fed lamb twice a week experienced a 23% increase in muscle strength, a 15% reduction in inflammatory markers compared to those eating mostly poultry or processed meat. Lamb is also naturally high in zinc and B12, 2 nutrients critical for red blood cell production, immune defense, neurological function, and, as you age, your ability to absorb these nutrients declines, making lamb a smart choice to close that gap. But as always, quality and preparation matter. To get the most out of lamb, choose cuts with a bit of marbling, like shoulder or leg. Roast or slow cook with garlic, rosemary, and olive oil. Trim any excess fat after cooking to balance flavor and heart health. Avoid breaded or deep-fried lamb, especially if you're watching your cholesterol. This isn't just about taste, it's about eating too. Feel strong, steady, and sharp. So far, we've uncovered the most underrated meats that can boost strength, protect the heart, and sharpen the brain. But now, we've reached the top 3, the ones that pack the biggest punch for your health after 60. Let's finish strong. Number 3, duck. A rich, revitalizing food for heart, brain, and flavored duck may not be a regular at your dinner table, but for seniors looking to restore vitality, it deserves a serious comeback. Unlike skinless chicken or conventional turkey, pasture-raised or free-range duck is dense in nutrition, delivering iron, selenium, and healthy fats in every bite. But what truly sets duck apart is its remarkably high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for maintaining brain sharpness, cardiovascular function, and joint health as we age. In a 2019 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition, seniors who included duck in their diet twice a week over 6 months saw a 19% improvement in cognitive scores, a 21% drop in inflammation markers. That's the kind of measurable difference most supplements promise, but duck delivers through real food. The study's authors credited duck's dark meat for supplying more heme iron than typical poultry, vital for preventing anemia, fatigue, and the slow decline in energy that many older adults mistake for just aging. But what about duck fat? Here's the surprise. Rendered duck fat, when sourced from pasture-raised birds and cooked properly, provides monosaturated fats similar to those found in olive oil, fats that actually help maintain healthy cholesterol levels, rather than raise them. To enjoy duck without drawbacks, choose pasture-raised or free-range whenever possible to avoid antibiotics or chemical feed. Slow roast the meat to preserve nutrients and moisture. Keep the skin on when crisped properly. It delivers fat-soluble vitamins and essential fatty acids. Serve duck with antioxidant-rich fruits like cherries, pomegranate, or orange slices, or plated over leafy greens to enhance absorption of iron and vitamins. Duck offers flavor, healthy fats, and age-defying nutrients in one elegant, satisfying meal. It's a top pick for seniors who want to eat for pleasure and protection, nourishing the body while enjoying the richness of real food. Hashed sardines with bones and skin. Small fish, big benefits. If you're looking for a single food that checks every box for senior health, sardines might be the most overlooked powerhouse in your pantry. Forget the size. These tiny, oily fish pack a mighty nutritional punch. When eaten with their bones and skin, sardines deliver highly absorbable calcium, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, complete protein complex. These are all nutrients that directly support aging bodies, promoting stronger bones, healthier arteries, and sharper minds. In a 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, older adults who ate sardines twice per week for 12 weeks experienced a 29% improvement in bone density, a 32% reduction in triglycerides, a key marker for heart disease. The omega-3 south in sardines are particularly powerful for seniors. They help lower inflammation, reduce joint pain, protect memory, and have even been shown to decrease symptoms of depression. And, because sardines are low on the food chain, they accumulate far less mercury and environmental toxins than larger fish like tuna or swordfish, making them safer for regular consumption. To get the most from sardines, buy them with bones and skin intact. These parts hold the collagen, minerals, and vitamin D. Choose sardines packed in olive oil for a dose of heart-healthy fat. Eat them straight from the can, mashed on toast, tossed in pasta, or added to salads with lemon juice and fresh herbs. The flavor may take a moment to adjust, too, but with a little lemon, mustard, or garlic, they become both palatable and powerful. For seniors looking to build strong bones, clear arteries, and resilient energy, sardines are a small change that can make a massive difference. Number 1. Grass-fed beef liver, nature's multivitamin. For seniors, it's not glamorous, it's not trendy, but beef liver, especially when it's grass-fed, is hands down the most nutrient-dense meat on earth. In fact, calling it meat almost sells it short. Beef liver is a natural multivitamin, rich in the very compounds that seniors often lack. One serving contains bioavailable vitamin A for vision and immune strength, all B vitamins, especially B12 for red blood cell production and mental focus, hemp, iron to fight anemia and fatigue, zinc and copper for immunity and skin repair, CoQ10A, coenzyme critical for heart health and energy at the cellular level. A 2023 clinical trial published in Nutrisense followed seniors who consumed 100 grams of beef liver twice a week for 10 weeks. The results were extraordinary. A 44% increase in energy scores, a 37% improvement in memory tests, significant improvements in iron levels and hemoglobin. Liver doesn't just support health, it reboots it. It's especially powerful for older adults struggling with chronic fatigues, low healing, poor concentration, low energy, or depression. The key, however, is sourcing and preparation. Choose grass-fed or pasture-raised beef liver to avoid the hormones and antibiotics found in conventional sources. Slices in milk or lemon water before cooking. This softens the taste and texture. Saute quickly with onions, garlic, and herbs to preserve nutrients. Overcooking destroys them. Pair with leafy greens or a squeeze of citrus to enhance iron absorption. And, if the idea of eating liver straight isn't appealing, you can blend small amounts into meatballs, chili, or stews. Freeze pre-cooked portions and add 2 sauces and small doses. Beef liver is more than an old-school food. It's a scientifically backed remedy for the nutrient deficiencies of aging. No other meat delivers so much, so quickly. For sharper minds, stronger hearts, and more active days, it simply works. So there you have it, the complete guide to meats that harm and meats that heal. We've uncovered the 4 worst meats after 60 processed, deep-fried, overused, or chemically treated. The 4 best meats rich in nutrients, protective fats, and healing compounds that rebuild from the inside out. But the real message isn't about giving things up. It's about making better, smarter, more powerful choices. Choices that support how you want to move, feel, and age. Because after 60, every bite counts. What you put on your plate can either drain you or fuel you. It can cloud your mind or sharpen it. It can slow your steps or strengthen your stride. So tell us in the comments, which of these meats surprised you the most? What's one food you're inspired to try or finally ditch after watching this video? We're reading and replying to every single comment because your journey inspires ours. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Boost for more videos backed by science and created with your well-being in mind. And hit that notification bell because your health isn't on pause. And neither are we. Until next time, eat smart, stay strong, and keep moving forward with confidence. Thanks for watching. The team at Senior Health Boost.